If the tenant, in fact, does cooperate and does reach out and ask for assistance, they will get it if they deserve it.
This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now with local real estate expert Harvey Blankfeld.
There's an article in the paper this week, the headline was "Thousands of Nevadans Face Eviction After Federal Ban Ends This Week." There are some programs in place to help protect tenants from the state of Nevada right now. And it involves an agency called CHAP. It's CARES Housing Assistance Program. And within CHAP, you can apply for rental assistance as a tenant. And once you do, that kind of protects you from eviction to a certain extent, because the courts will wait for that determination as whether you're getting support or not. Now, if CHAP at some point determines that you're not eligible for support, you're likely going to get put out. If, however, they determine you are eligible for support, you're protected, and they'll probably pay your bill. They'll help you pay the back rents.
Is there a limit on it, or they say?
It's up to a year.
Okay.
Up to 12 months. Right to the landlord. They'll send a check right to the landlord. Here's your last year's rent. Done.
Do you know if the landlord can initiate that?
They can. That's a great question, Rick, because we've had some landlords do that. And actually, I think it's important to understand that a landlord can reach out. Now, the tenant has to cooperate still, though.
Right.
This is the important thing I want to get across to everybody. If the tenant, in fact, does cooperate and does reach out and ask for assistance, they will get it if they deserve it. If they're deserving of assistance, they will get it. There's money there for them to help them to get through this thing. If they don't ask for help, they're not getting any help, and they could likely be evicted. They likely will get put out. The thing you got to do is take action. Don't ignore it. It's not going away.
Right.
If you're a tenant and or a landlord, speak to one another. Have conversations. Don't ignore one another. Let's not, because ignoring it will, again, won't make it go away. You got to deal with this. The thing is that while I understand a lot of tenants really did struggle, and I don't want to make light of that. That's really serious. It was a serious issue. It continues to be a serious issue. Back in November, there were 4,500 filings for eviction, which is 50% of what they are normally. That sounds really scary, but to me it's not, because they couldn't file an eviction for the previous 9 months.
Right.
So you got 9 months of backlog, and you went to 45. It's, I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how much impact this is going to have. But I don't know how pervasive this is. I don't think anybody really knows. Is it as bad as the papers and the local news says it is? Or is it maybe not quite that horrible? Maybe it's not that bad. You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now. If you ever have a question about real estate or any of the other topics we cover, just call me off air or text me at 702-203-1165. You can also check us out on the web at lvrealestateradio.com or on our handle on social media at LV Real Estate Radio. We'll meet you on the radio next Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on the new 101.5 FM, 720 AM, KDWN, the Talk of Las Vegas.